little bit dark in here, unfortunately. But,
Okay. So you start.
there it
Okay.
is. It's really very, very simple, primitive, as I say. It's just a tube, but it's got a slight slope to it.
And what was the name again?
It's called a Sino-Korean tubular pipe kiln. And the concept is very simple in that it's just an open shaft, as it were. And the main fire takes place down here. There's no pot set in here. And we stoke and stoke.
So it's down there. You go down there.
Go down there, and that gets all bricked in, except for a small hole where we throw wood in.
Oh, I see. Okay. So those are the bricks up there.
Those are all the bricks for that, right.
Okay.
Well, now all the pots are loaded and everything's ready to go. It all gets bricked in, and then a little fire has begun.
Right.
We put small sort of fireplace wood on to what's called preheat. We do that for a day and a half, and then when we're all set, all the people are lined up, we're ready to go, we start to introduce what's called slab.
Right.
And we're stoking, and it's getting hotter and hotter and hotter, gradually. After about 6 or 8 hours, this is like roaring hot right inside here.
Can you feel it on the outside at all?
Oh yeah, it's hard to touch and everything. It's just very hot. You couldn't feel it here, but if you got close and touched it, you'd
No, I can imagine, sure.
So once we get hot enough that we can start throwing wood into the little ports.
And what kind of wood? How big is the wood
We'll
that's going?
take that little, what's called edging.
Okay.
We'll go into the ports, and that will start to suck the heat through the kiln. And the beauty of this kind of a design is that it takes advantage of the fact that 80% of the calorific value of a piece of wood goes off as smoke usually, because it's not easy to burn wood gas. This kiln is sort of a wood gas combustion chamber in that you have the main fire here releasing all this wood gas into the kiln. Underneath the floor of the fire we have clean oxygen being sucked through.
Where's that? How do you use that done?
It's a little hard to see, but there are 4 openings underneath. You see where those bricks are? Mm-hmm. There are openings under that. Yeah, behind those bricks. Mm-hmm. Circular openings.
Okay.
And the clean oxygen's getting sucked in under the floor, getting super preheated. And gets introduced here, which is beyond the flame where the wood gas is. And that's what burns the wood gas. So the little bit of fuel we throw in here and the wood gas creates enormous heat on through. And that happens every time we throw wood in. So we're able to get to elevated temperatures all throughout the kiln that way, little by little. By the time we're finishing that end, this end is all done. We've closed it up and it's finished. That end's finished firing, and then the whole thing's over. We wait 3 days and unload.
So when that still needs to be fired at that end,
Yes.
you've still got a big fire down in there.
Not much. It's kind of stopping. Although
Okay.
the big fire will remain while we're firing maybe halfway up the kiln.
So you're just putting it into the inside of the kiln itself right now.
Right.
When you're getting up to that, and this now is finished.
That's finished. Yeah.
And so you don't add any more wood right here.
Correct. Yeah. And
And-
in China, these kilns go on for hundreds of feet because it's such an efficient way of using wood as a fuel.
Now when we buy made in China, is it coming from something
Not
like that?
anymore. Not anymore. These are really, as I said, kind of primitive kilns. If you bought something that was wood-fired made in China, it might have come out of something like this. But the Chinese actually frown upon this in China. They think this is backwards. If you go to China, it's very difficult to get taken to a pottery that works like this. They want to take you to the places where you have highly industrialized and very mechanized.
They don't want to be third
This-
world. They
they
want to
don't-
be first
exactly,
world. Yeah.
So.
Right. So now what is this made of?
The gray stuff is simply cement, which we've just covered over. Underneath that, there's what's called kaolin wool, which is a very refractory kind of blanket. And underneath the kaolin wool, you get to the hard fire brick. And the kiln itself is made out of fire brick. You can see that on the insides of the wall.
And that's your chimney. That's your chimney.
And that's the chimney.
So when people go by on the road and they see smoke coming out of that chimney, they know the potter's
Potter's at work.
doing his kiln.
And so now, do you have to put these down one layer deep, or do you fill up the kiln with all those little, these things, I guess?
Those are what are called shells. We reuse those over and over.
And so you've got-
These are floor tile.
And so you have them all, wait a minute, the floor tile, are you cooking these, or
No,
these done? or
These
this-
are done. This will go. This is a job. This will be installed in the house. Pretty
Oh,
soon.
okay.
Oh.
So you will fill up this right up to the ceiling
Yeah.
in there.
Chock-a-block with pottery. Yep.
Chock-a-block?
Yep. Full of pots.
Chock full of pots.
Chock full of pots.
So is this gonna
Okay.
be somebody's floor?
Somebody's floor. Yeah.
No kidding.
Very cool.
Isn't that cool?
And they made their kids came over and made
Oh,
a few
how
little
nice.
tiles, and those will get set in.
Oh, that is so
That's
nice.
Now those are not fired yet?
Yeah, they're fired.
Yeah,
Oh, they
yeah.
are.
Oh, yeah.
Low fire.
Oh, okay. Low fire. And they're
Low
not,
fire.
didn't
Well,
want them
some-
glazed.
Some are high fire.
I
Oh, the
see.
different color.
All the
Okay.
colors, yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Ready?
Yeah, now these, you've got this stack of bricks there. Is that like the
That'll
door?
go in the door. Yep.
And you take them off one at a time?
One at a time, so
and-
we know that where they go, how they fill in, and all that.
I see. And then this other pile behind that, where does
That'll
that
be
come?
the second door. We do
Oh, you have two
walls.
doors.
Yeah, because otherwise there'll just be cold air rushing in there.
Oh, between the bricks.
Yeah, you want to really make sure that side door is sealed up. Good.
I see. Okay. Thank you very much.
You bet. Thank